Today's frequently asked autism question is, my autistic child runs away a lot and I fear for his safety. What can I do to stop this? In my opinion, children who are running have a need to run. Therefore, we shouldn't be trying to stop a child from running. Instead, we should be satisfying his need for movement. Professionals like occupational therapists refer to this need as proprioceptive input. Allow your child enough time during the day to run outside and play in the garden under supervision. Equipment such as jungle gyms, swings, trampolines, and monkey bars are useful ways of getting your child to move in fun ways. Occupational therapists also recommend pushing and pulling activities, lifting weights or other suitable objects, and any games that involve running. Any child with autism who has a tendency to run away, even if it doesn't happen all the time, must be supervised. Statistics show that children with autism present at a higher risk of harm or death if left unsupervised. Tag teams in families work best. This means that when a mother takes a break from supervision, a father will take charge, or some other responsible family member. However, one child should not be left to supervise another child. Alternatively, a carer who has been employed to take on this responsibility can supervise. Any carer should be fully educated about your child's autism and tendencies to run, as well as know what measures are in place to keep him safe. Never assume that someone else is watching your child. Make sure that the supervision is in fact happening and that the person doing it understands exactly what they need to do. As your child grows up and learns more, he may require less supervision. You as a parent will know your child best, and you will know what degree of supervision is required. Make an identification bracelet or necklace for your child that he should wear, and this is especially when he goes to new places or public places. The bracelet or necklace should be durable and strong. The bracelet should contain your child's name, his medical condition, as well as 2 emergency contact details. Medical companies do make these kinds of bracelets. It is also possible to install a tracking app such as Life 360 on your child's mobile phone or smartwatch. When you are at home, teach your child in your garden perhaps how to walk alongside you and how to hold your hand. Give your child lots of opportunities to practice walking beside you, but do this in a safe and quiet space. Use the same or consistent words when you practice walking with your child to signal to her what is going to happen and what is expected of her. For nonverbal children, you can also use visuals. Give your child lots of praise when she walks beside you and when she does not run off. If your child dislikes loud noises, busy places, and lots of bright lights, try to take him out at times when the place is quieter. Plan in advance and choose the best possible time to take your child out. For example, go to the mall at a time when it is less likely to be full. Go to the park on a weekday morning if you are able to. When you go to a public place, be sure that you know its layout and its exit points. This will help you to find your child if he does run away. It is preferable to go to places that are smaller, more child-friendly, and that can become somewhat familiar to your child over time, so that anxiety or overstimulation is avoided. Make sure that your doors and gates are safely locked so that your child is not able to simply open them and run away. Locked access points, when your child is not able to access keys or to find ways to get out by himself, are important for your child's safety. Make sure that your child is safe when you are having a bathroom break or having a nap. This means having someone supervise your child and making sure that all doors and gates are locked. Fences around your property are definitely safer than having no fences or having fences that are too short. Pools, ponds, rivers, lakes, and the ocean are a danger to children with autism. Ensure that pools are fenced and locked and that your child is supervised whenever you are in close proximity to any body of water. If possible, teach your child to swim, as this will reduce the risk of drowning. When you have a child who likes to run, it may be important to know your neighbors, and if you trust these neighbors justifiably and are friends with them, for them to also know that your child is autistic. Any security company or security guard who patrols your area may also be able to help if they know about your child's condition. When a child runs away, what a neighbor has seen or heard in the minutes afterward can be vitally important in being able to find your child. On the other hand, whether you want to elicit the help and support of a neighbor or other outsiders is your decision, as of course all involvements include some potential risk. If your child is able to, try to teach him as many things as you can to make him understand what would be safe and what would be dangerous to do. This would include using visuals to help explain concepts such as safe and dangerous. A site called Do to Learn has got some free visuals that you can download and print for this purpose. Teach your child his full name, his address, your telephone number, and also any other emergency contact numbers such as his father's number or the number of an aunt or uncle. Teach him road safety, such as that one should not run into roads. Also teach him how to cross roads and how to wait at traffic lights. Social stories can also help to explain to a child who is verbal why running off is dangerous. And here I've included a link to an example of such a social story. If your child tends to run off, there may be a period of time where he is unsupervised and therefore exposed to things that could present as a choking or other hazard. Although it is not possible to remove everything dangerous, try as far as possible to remove all objects or plants that could be harmful. Loose pebbles, for instance, could be dangerous to a child who is still mouthing or trying to eat non-edible objects. Poisonous plants, for instance, should not be in your garden. Some parents use a safety harness on their children in some public spaces. I've included a picture of what the harness would look like. Many people are opposed to the use of safety harnesses on children. I would recommend that you investigate the pros and cons of safety harnesses to help you to decide whether this is something you want to do. Remember that even with a safety harness, there is the risk of falling and injury. Therefore, you need to practice using the harness in safe spaces such as your garden at home. Here I've included an article explaining some of the pros and cons of using safety harnesses. The more you interact socially with your child, play games with them, including physical games and sport, the more likely it is that they will slow down and run less. Anxiety, sensory challenges, and other causes of running behavior may decrease to some extent as a child becomes more socially and cognitively engaged. Remember also that neurotypical toddlers and young children do run away as well, but that this phase ends more quickly for them, whereas for autistic children the tendency to run away may persist for longer periods of time, and so parents need to do all that they can to help their children to be safe and to understand more about safe behavior. Thank you for listening. Please check out our other videos and shorts for more practical information and advice about raising children with autism. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that we can keep it going. Take care.